I made a film there called Kush, which was a story about one of my teachers in this boarding school, which went on to play in many festivals and play all over the world and won the prize at Venice Film Festival. And it gave me a certain path, you know, to keep telling stories that I loved and cared about. And and I had come back to India. I had not kind of lived with my family for 13, 14 years. And in this part, when I came back, I was really rediscovering my family. We were not strangers anymore, and it was a really interesting experience because you see the new habits that they have, or the old habits rather, but you didn't know about them. And I, at the same time, wanted to travel around India and see as many places as possible, you know, and really, I realized I wanted to know it in a much better way. And I traveled all the way from Kerala to Varanasi, where I ended up and I found these real hotels, where people were checking in to die in the hope of dying, but not in suicide, you know, but in a way where it was almost a celebration if this happened. And I was completely in disbelief that this could happen in India, you know, even though I grew up in a Hindu background initially. And yeah, so this place never left me because I had met the people there, I had met the manager there, I had met the priests that were inside. Something about this place really stayed with me for nights, months. And then 3 months later, after visiting this place, I decided to write a film about this story. Yeah, that is now Hotel Salvation, and it's now a film. So it's crazy how things happen, I think, sometimes. When I was studying film, I was really obsessed by everything about film. And I don't mean only making it. I wanted to know how to get it made as well, you know. And at the same time, an interesting thing was happening in India where suddenly smaller films were being made. Films that were not only Bollywood were being made, you know. So I really felt already encouraged by the fact that I could make that film. Maybe I was also naive, and I still am naive, I think, where I think if you have a really great story, it doesn't matter. You're going to find the money. I'm not one person who was ever scared about where am I going to find the money from. And I heard about this program in Italy, in Venice, that helps young filmmakers make their first film if they make it in a very micro-budget way. And I really felt that I could make this film through this process. While I was putting it together, I kind of had an idea of how I want to get it made and what the possibilities are, and then trying to work towards that, if that makes sense. And I'm lucky I produced the film with our company that we have with my father and his partner, and we produced this as a first feature for the company as well.